The Amish. They live differently. In a world where technology is constantly evolving, the Amish have chosen a path that diverges from the mainstream. Their way of life is a testament to simplicity and tradition, a stark contrast to the hustle and bustle of modern society. No electricity, no cars, no modern gadgets. Instead, they rely on horse-drawn buggies for transportation and use hand tools for their daily tasks. This lifestyle may seem antiquated to some, but for the Amish, it is a deliberate choice that aligns with their values and beliefs. It's a life of hard work, faith, and community. The Amish place a strong emphasis on working together, whether it's in the fields, in the home, or in their places of worship. This sense of community is a cornerstone of their way of life, fostering a deep sense of belonging and mutual support. One big question comes up. How do they keep food fresh without refrigerators? In a world where refrigeration is taken for granted, the Amish have developed ingenious methods to preserve their food. From canning and pickling to using root cellars and ice houses, their techniques are both practical and effective. It's a fascinating look at old ways that still work. These methods have been passed down through generations, standing the test of time. They are a testament to the resourcefulness and resilience of the Amish people. The Amish aren't trying to be different for the sake of it. Their choices are deeply rooted in their religious beliefs and cultural traditions. By eschewing modern conveniences, they maintain a lifestyle that is in harmony with their values. They're about living simply and close to the land. This connection to the land is evident in everything they do, from the way they farm to the way they prepare and store their food. It is a lifestyle that prioritizes sustainability and self-sufficiency. Their food storage methods are smart, sustainable, and downright impressive. By using natural methods and traditional techniques, they are able to keep their food fresh and nutritious without relying on modern technology. They rely on nature, ingenuity, and good old-fashioned hard work. This approach not only ensures that they have a steady supply of food throughout the year, but also reinforces their connection to the land and their community. The Amish way of life is a powerful reminder that sometimes the old ways are the best ways. Root cellars are like underground refrigerators. They're dug into the earth where the temperature stays cool and stable. Thick walls and good ventilation keep humidity in check and prevent spoiling. Root vegetables like potatoes, carrots, and beets store well in these conditions, so do fruits like apples and pears. The Amish also use root cellars for preserves, canned goods, and fermented foods. It's simple, effective, and powered by the earth itself. Winter is a busy time for the Amish. They're not just hunkering down, they're harvesting ice. They cut blocks of ice from frozen lakes and ponds. Then they haul it to their ice houses. These structures are well insulated, with thick walls and layers of sawdust or straw. The ice stays frozen for months, providing a natural way to keep things cold throughout the warmer months. Ever felt how cold spring water is? The Amish use this to their advantage. Spring houses are small buildings built over a flowing spring. They store food in containers submerged in this constantly cool water. Wells offer another way to tap into the coolness of the earth. It's a simple but effective way to keep food from spoiling, especially during warmer months. Section 5. The Art of Preservation, Extending Bounty's Reach. The Amish are masters of food preservation. Their methods are time-tested and have been passed down through generations, ensuring that nothing goes to waste and that their families are well fed throughout the year. They've got techniques to make food last. No freezer needed. These methods are not only practical but also sustainable, relying on natural processes and minimal technology. Canning is a big one. This process involves placing foods in jars and heating them to a temperature that destroys microorganisms and inactivates enzymes that could cause spoilage. They seal fruits, vegetables, and other goodies in jars using a boiling water bath. This method is particularly effective for high-acid foods like tomatoes and fruits. Drying is another go-to. They use the sun, air, or special drying racks to remove moisture from foods. This ancient technique reduces the water content in food, making it inhospitable to bacteria and mold. This works wonders for herbs, fruits, and even meats. Dried foods are lightweight, easy to store, and retain much of their nutritional value. Fermenting is another trick up their sleeves. This method uses beneficial bacteria to convert sugars in food into acids, gases, or alcohol, which act as natural preservatives. Using good bacteria, they transform foods like cabbage into sauerkraut and milk into yogurt. Fermentation not only preserves food but also enhances its flavor and nutritional value. It adds flavor and makes food last longer. The Amish approach to food preservation is a testament to their resourcefulness and deep connection to the land. By mastering these techniques, they ensure that their harvests are enjoyed year-round, reducing waste and fostering a sustainable lifestyle. Their preserved foods are not just for sustenance, they are a celebration of their hard work and dedication. Each jar of canned fruit, each bundle of dried herbs, and each batch of sauerkraut tells a story of tradition, community, and respect for nature. The knowledge of these preservation techniques is passed down from generation to generation. Young Amish children learn the art of canning, drying, and fermenting from their parents and grandparents, ensuring that these valuable skills are never lost. These preserved foods also find their way to local markets, where they are sold to the wider community. The quality and flavor of Amish preserved foods are highly regarded, making them a sought-after commodity. Customers appreciate the natural, homemade quality of these products, knowing that they are free from artificial preservatives and additives. The Amish commitment to traditional preservation methods ensures that their foods are both delicious and wholesome. In a world where convenience often trumps quality, the Amish remind us of the value of time-honored practices. Their dedication to food preservation is a reflection of their broader values of simplicity, sustainability, and community. By extending the bounty of their harvests, the Amish not only nourish their bodies, but also their spirits, creating a life that is rich in tradition and deeply connected to the rhythms of nature. As we learn from their example, we can find inspiration in their methods, and perhaps incorporate some of these practices into our own lives, fostering a deeper appreciation for the food we eat and the effort that goes into preserving it. The art of preservation is more than just a way to extend the shelf life of food. It is a way to honor the harvest, celebrate the seasons, and connect with the past. The Amish have perfected this art, and in doing so they offer us a glimpse into a way of life that values patience, hard work, and a deep respect for the natural world. Section 6. Cold pantries and beyond. Sheltering food from heat. Amish homes often have a dedicated cold pantry. It's built on the north side of the house to avoid direct sunlight. Thick walls and good ventilation help keep it cool inside. They also use cellars and basements for storage. These underground spaces stay naturally cooler, making them ideal for storing food, especially during warmer months. Section 7. A community united shared knowledge and labor. Food storage isn't a solo act in Amish communities. It's a team effort. Neighbors help neighbors. Knowledge is passed down through generations. It's a beautiful thing to see. From planting and harvesting to preserving and storing, they work together. This spirit of cooperation is at the heart of their way of life. Section 8. A gentle footprint, environmental harmony. Here's something we can all appreciate. Amish food storage methods are good for the planet. No electricity means no carbon footprint. They rely on natural resources and their own two hands. It's a reminder that we don't always need fancy technology to live sustainably. Sometimes the old ways are the best ways. Section 9. Timeless wisdom for modern times. In our fast-paced, technology-driven world, it's easy to overlook the value of simplicity and tradition. Yet there's a growing movement that seeks to reconnect with the wisdom of the past, finding balance and sustainability in age-old practices. The Amish might live simply, but their methods are far from outdated. Their way of life, rooted in community and self-sufficiency, offers valuable lessons for modern living. They prioritize hard work, family, and a deep connection to the land, which many of us have lost in the hustle and bustle of contemporary life. In fact, more and more people are taking inspiration from their way of life. Visitors to Amish communities often leave with a newfound appreciation for the benefits of a slower, more intentional lifestyle. They see firsthand how the Amish thrive without the constant distractions of modern technology, and they begin to question their own reliance on gadgets and screens. We're seeing a resurgence of interest in things like root cellars, home canning, and off-grid living. These practices, once considered outdated, are now being embraced by those looking to reduce their carbon footprint and live more sustainably. Root cellars provide a natural way to store food without electricity, while home canning allows families to preserve the bounty of their gardens for year-round enjoyment. It's about reconnecting with nature, becoming more self-sufficient, and reducing our impact on the planet. Gardening, for example, not only provides fresh, healthy produce, but also fosters a sense of accomplishment and connection to the earth. Families who garden together often find it to be a rewarding and educational experience, teaching children the value of hard work and the importance of caring for the environment. The Amish remind us that sometimes the best solutions are the ones that have stood the test of time. Their traditional farming techniques, which rely on natural processes and minimal machinery, are not only sustainable but also highly effective. By observing and learning from the Amish, we can incorporate these timeless practices into our own lives, creating a more balanced and harmonious existence. Beyond farming and self-sufficiency, the Amish way of life emphasizes community and togetherness. In a world where many feel isolated despite being constantly connected online, the Amish model of close-knit communities offers a refreshing alternative. They gather regularly for meals, worship, and social events, fostering strong bonds and a sense of belonging. Traditional crafts and skills such as woodworking, quilting, and other hands-on activities are also making a comeback. These activities not only provide a creative outlet, but also help preserve cultural heritage and promote mindfulness. Engaging in such crafts can be a meditative practice, allowing individuals to slow down and focus on the present moment. As more people adopt Amish-inspired practices, we're seeing a shift towards a more sustainable and fulfilling way of life. Urban gardens, community-supported agriculture, and local food movements are all part of this trend, helping to build resilient communities and promote environmental stewardship. In embracing the timeless wisdom of the Amish, we find that the past holds valuable lessons for the present and future. By integrating these practices into our modern lives, we can create a more balanced, sustainable, and fulfilling existence where technology and tradition coexist harmoniously.